Okay, this will be my next writing topics segment. This will cover basically a tool that you would use in your final compiling of your manuscript called Scrivener. I use it not so much for the writing. I tend to use Word for the actual heavy lifting of writing, but it's a useful tool for finishing up your writing and also to get your final manuscript into different formats, such as I use it to help transfer to Mobi format so that I can put my ebook on Kindle Direct Publishing, which is how I publish my ebook versions. You have to enter in Scrivener each segment of text. And yes, that does mean if you have it in a Word document, you have to copy and paste, unfortunately. I wish there were an easier way for it to transfer from Word to be able to simply allow you if you just simply want to do a Mobi, but unfortunately, even if you simply want to do a Mobi, to get that format for the Kindle ebook, you have to, by hand, cut and paste into Scrivener. It is a wonderful, wonderful program for doing that, trust me. Once you get it in there, it's a wonderful program. But if you did your entire manuscript in Word, you have to copy and paste it by segments. Now, they have segments called chapters. Of course, that's self-explanatory. And they have segments called scenes. Now, most people, when they write a book, can figure out in their head how to break it up into different scenes per chapter, and that's what they're wanting you to do. The scenes go under the chapters, and essentially you can break your chapter up into smaller little scenes and take those chunks of text and chunk it in there. And you can also add your front materials and your back materials if you have any, such as your table of contents. And the good thing about Scrivener is that it will create an active table of contents for you in your Mobi file simply from your front matter. You can put in, you start with, of course, your title page, your table of contents. You can put your acknowledgments, your dedication, any front matter, such as if you, like I did, writing a fantasy novel where you have names, you could put in your pronunciation guide, basically anything. And as far as my first chapter, I started with my introduction and broke that up into segments as well. Not necessarily scenes, because it was just an introduction, it wasn't really a rolling chapter, but I broke that into segments for the scenes section. And basically it just puts them all together and puts it out as a Mobi file, or even a PDF or a Word file if you happen to use Scrivener as your main writing tool, which, as I said, I do not. But you can start your entire book and finish it completely from beginning to end in Scrivener. It's a wonderful tool, and seeing as it's pretty much quite a bit less than buying the Office suite to get Word, it's a wonderful writing tool for it's about $40. So it's a good price for a writing tool, and in a lot of instances much less than Word, although I do prefer using Word for my basic manuscript creation, word processing type program. But anyway, that is just a little discussion of Scrivener that I use for anyone who's interested in that, interested in starting writing. It's a good tool for beginning writers. As I say, it makes it so much easier to do your ebook than having to go back, and some people actually even pay people who have Scrivener to do their ebooks for them if they're writers and they don't have it. So hey, maybe you can even you know, help your friends out who want to do an ebook when you have Scrivener and they're like, how do I get this on an ebook? So Anyway, again, hope you enjoy. Subscribe if you like. And I will be back with more writing topics.